Wait a minute. Don't look at it.
It's fine. We're working on it.
It's top secret location.
It's not.
We might have busted a radiator.
And what? I still looks like a piece of junk.
Which is the nicest it's ever been. So far, it's everything but. These are our dogs, Wanda and Otis.
Welcome back, guys. It's January. It's absolutely freezing out here. We had some technical difficulties last week, so sorry about that tiny video. As you know, they shut down some platforms, and CapCut happens to be what we use to edit, so I had to rush and find another editing app and try to figure out how to use it, and that's what you got. So
we spent Saturday making a video, and then she spent all evening Saturday from daylight till dark editing a video, and then at midnight she realized that the editing feature that she uses was no longer available.
Yeah.
So then she woke up the very next day and edited that video from daylight till dark and barely got it out with 15 minutes to spare. We apologize for the low quality. We're supposed to be getting better at this, but we're freaking snowed in, man. It's an Arctic blast. It's 5 degrees right now. So we are trying to provide content. We don't own snowmobiles and jet skis and stuff, so we're hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, so anyhow, sorry for all that, but we're on to new pastures.
Yeah, so January, February are low months for YouTube, so what a better time to have a bad video. It was still good content, it was just small. She got messed with on the music all the way up to the last minute, so we're trying to get back on track. Yeah. But that being said, it is still freezing cold out. Work's getting done, but we spend a lot of time trying to stay warm, so we're going to do a little something different this video.
That's right. This week, this Wednesday's video, we have tons of new subscribers. Some of you don't even know what we have, so we're going to do some inventory interviews. We're going to go through each one of the vehicles we have, whether they're running or not.
Icicles are falling.
Icicles are falling, whether they're running or not, and we're going to tell you all about them and what our plans are with them. So
I've been getting a lot of questions on Facebook and other places about cab swapping, because I've put ads out there, that I will cab swap vehicles. We're going to start with the main dude in our fleet, and this is pretty much what got it started. And if you watched our first videos, this is what you've seen. And those videos, they were probably about comparable to the other ones, but we're getting better. So we're gonna show you our vehicles one at a time. I think it's kind of neat because we do evolve a lot from what we had last year at this time until now. There's some different stuff, things being built, things that weren't even in existence back then. So we'll show them to you.
It'll be fun to see a year from now where we are when we look back on these interviews of what we've got in the inventory.
Damn, broke my leg right there.
He about got took out. We got the dogs out here.
I about said MF'er right there.
They love the snow. We don't so much. So let's get to this.
Yeah, grab the camera. I can still walk. She hit me 100 pounds in the side of my bad knee. All right, they get rowdy whenever it's time to go outside. What we have here is a 69. It's titled as a GMC, but it's a Chevy. They did some stuff back in. 69 Chevy C50. And we already had a 97 donor valve. It's sitting on a 97 3500 Dodge extended cab 4-wheel drive dually, okay? It had an extended cab with a flatbed on it. We bought off our friend Chip and drove it for a while. It had some issues when we bought it, and we knew that. The clutch went out. So I kept waking up on Marketplace, and I would say, look at this truck, Jennifer, look at this truck. They wanted $1,000 for the C50 on the original frame running. We jumped in the truck, loaded up the trailer, and off we went, and it worked out perfectly. This is one of the better deals we ever made. So we put the 69 body right on it, stock firewall for the C50. Wheels lined up, got a Chevy Express van radiator, 2002, that's a cheat code. We use the Dodge Hydro Boost, we use the Dodge clutch pedals, we even use the batteries out of the donor truck. Had to redo a few things, got it in there. Where we've been to, what, 13 states?
Yeah.
I think 13, 11, 12, 13 states in this thing. So it has played well for what we do. It's dirty, so don't judge us. These are 22.514 Alcoas, milled to 22, 37, 13.5. And then we have on the back, we have 22.5s milled to 22, same size tires. We got real lucky when we built this truck. Found the 11-foot flatbed on Marketplace, no hassle deal. We filmed that. We went and got it. We're going through a toolbox change. We got new boxes. On the other side, I have my horn blasters, train horn that we run. So I got to do a few things. We're getting rid of the middle box. We're going to open up the bed for more activities. This is our do-it-all truck. We're not supposed to be driving it in the winter, but we do. So we freeze to death. So we got to put a heater in it. What other things do you think we should do to that? It needs a radio.
Yeah.
Battery-powered radios are good, but sometimes you forget them. So that's it. That's pretty much the best thing we got for pulling trailers, and we do pull a lot of trailers. This is a dump trailer that we use to haul firewood and gravel and stuff like that. If you got any questions on any of these builds, leave a comment down below. If they're not done, ask us, what are you going to do? What kind of tires do you recommend? I've been doing this for a long time, so I do have recommendations on what fits and what looks good. It may not be right, but they're recommendations anyway. So.
All right, let's get on to the next.
Yep. What do we got here, babe?
1992 Chevy Beauville.
Yeah, who's Beau anyway?
I don't even know. I can't even say his name.
It says
right.
it, Beauville.
It's a 454 4-speed overdrive Chevy big block. Got this fancy paint job we got done on here, looking nice. We're getting ready to do some good stuff with this. We're about to 6-inch lift it. Is that what
6-inch,
doing?
yeah.
And Intercoat Tires is hooking us up with some fancy tires to go on here.
That's a secret still.
We can't tell you about what they are yet. But.
So 6-inch front springs, Chevy, we'll be using 6-inch front springs, but with the custom work, and we'll measure it before and after, and we'll let everybody know it's going to be more than 6-inch lift.
This also came from Indiana, just like our C50.
How'd we get this?
We had an old beater truck that we drove around, and we made the trade of a lifetime.
It was.
This was the holy grail of trades, because it came right from a church, had 82,000 original church van miles on it, still smelled like church ladies, no ashtrays never used.
Headliner was perfect.
Cigarette lighters never used. We've taken it all over. We took it on Power Tour last year with the kids. Sammy loves to ride, and it's his favorite. So we cannot wait to take our first trip in this in March.
How many miles per gallon?
Oh, countless.
So we get in it and go to dinner, and we like load up, and everybody's in their own row of seats.
Everybody gets their own row.
Yeah, everybody's.
We have big, giant kids.
Pop that door open.
Whoa.
It's frozen.
Frozen.
Yeah. So this is a 92, and I hadn't really even been paying attention. Are the keys in it?
Yeah.
Hit it. Do you hear that? What was that? It farted. Whoa! Wait a minute. Yeah, he's like, let me in, let me in. What do you think about it? Get in the van, Wanda. Whoa. I fell.
That's it. That's our van.
Yeah.
Get me on the next one. It's cold out.
Shut her down. Let me go around the van. So we had some paint work done. We traded some work for some paint work.
My whole butt's wet now.
Window's been down. Roll that window up, please. So this is a cool van. It's got fuel injected 454, barn doors, custom paint. That's Jennifer getting beamed up by an alien. Evel Knievel taking care of business. The guy did some nice work on it. He kind of flaked out, but we call it the Holy Roller because it was a church van. Waynesville, Ohio. That's where I grew up. We're going to fix the spot there. It's got a 410 floater in the back. This is really a really nice van as far as rust goes. And like she said, we drove it on the Power Tour. We took our kids in it. We had a good time.
It has heat.
Yeah, it has heat and AC. It has rear heat, has AC. The AC don't work, but I'd say it's all there. It would probably be easy to get working. We're definitely going to get it working. 4-wheel drive, Dana 60. We're waiting for, so January, February views and monetization, everything kind of drops down. We're just getting all of our ducks in a row.
We're going to hit it hard this summer. Y'all are going to die when we roll out with all this cool stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying not to be working all summer. So these are our dogs, Wanda and Otis. Say hi.
Say hi.
They fight. All they do, it's King Kong and little Godzilla there.
He acts like he's gonna.
He is showing off. What are you doing?
That's mean.
Don't let him do that. What a jerk. This is Jay's Ford Focus or something. I don't know.
Yeah, let's tell him he had his first fender.
I see it. I see it. Look.
No.
He's been in it right there.
Oh, there's some stuff
Yeah.
there. I thought he got it on the front.
Yeah. He downplayed it. It's probably got a bent frame. He got a little blind. He got in blind spot wreck.
Oh no, this is it. This is where it's at.
Oh yeah. My car's fine.
My car's fine. He called me and I'm not going to throw him under the bus because he was 16 and I know it's miserable, but he was crying a little.
I would have been trying to spray paint that Bondo in it if I was 16.
Mom, yeah.
Huh?
I would have been trying to not tell my mom.
Damn, that sounded like a pop can. Yeah, he says it wasn't. I didn't even hurt my car, Mom. All right, we'll probably show that one last, but so that's what we're doing. It's beautiful out. It's just freezing cold. I can barely hold the camera anymore. So we're trying like hell to get you some videos out, show you what we're all about. Whoa, I about went down. Invite new people in. Piece and grease. We're one piece at a time. Everything's greasy.
Oh my God.
We'll catch up with you here. We got to go warm up. We'll be right back after these messages. Get you a coffee or a Coke and we'll be right back. All right, everybody, we're in the garage and we're moving on to the next vehicle in our stash. And this is a truck we just picked up about midsummer. This is a 1987, started out as a half-ton four-wheel drive. It came here with it had a motor in it and it had half-ton axles, but it didn't run. And it come here as a customer's truck. I got it up with a lift and it was really solid. It was from out west. I don't know the full story, but it was cleaner than we find them around here. The cab mounts were good. Up inside structures were good. So we struck a deal and it stayed. So fast forward till now, I have put 3/4 ton axles under it, 10 bolt, 8 lug in the front, 14 bolt, full floater in the back. And we're in the process of going through our list and finishing this up. We call this Wyatt's truck, my son's truck. We got a long ways to go to get there. This is just part of the list. I thought I had enough paper, but I didn't. Once you get down to where you can start making a list, you're doing pretty good. So we got brakes, finished the drive shafts, finished the motor, finished the radiator. I put a new motor, I put a used motor in it. We filmed me firing that up. I put a new clutch in it. It's got a 4-speed, 208. We got to do the drive shafts. Got to get the disc brakes finished in the front, disc brakes converted in the back, and then start firing it up. We've got to get a better radiator. We got most of the headlight stuff. We'll go up. We live close to Restoration World, which is pretty cool. It's just right up outside of Dayton, Huber Heights. They sell all that, so we'll put the correct grill in it. We'll paint the hood black. It's an air conditioning truck. Put a small block in it. Got a carburetor off my friend Brian Beatty. Got an intake off my buddy Mike Voltall. Got the brakes hooked up. Changed the steering column. Got a new gas tank, new gas lines. It's real solid underneath. I've already painted on it. All kinds of stuff. We're trying to get it done. It kind of gets moved in and out while we're working on other projects. And it might be getting pushed down again because we have a major deal going down where we're trying to trade some work for a truck. So this will probably get pushed down again. But I want to try to I got the hood bolted on tonight, which it'll come back off when we paint it. I didn't even put that on the list. Paint hood. So we'll take the hood off when it's nice out, set on sawhorses, scuff it, paint it. We got to paint the tailgate too. We'll just rattle can it. This is just a 50-foot truck. Good solid foundation to get started with. And that's what we like. We like American metal, stuff we can work with. The wheels will probably be coming off of it for another project or staying on it, I'm not sure. But it'll have a retro look. It'll either have a modern white wagon wheel, or these are 17 by 10 US mag slots, which all the old slots were 16.5 or 15-inch 8 lug. They're hard to fit. Whenever you find the slots, I would get excited, but can't really, tire selection, unless you're an Interco tire dealer, 16.5 selection slim. Not for us, it's not, but unless you want to run something else, you can't. You gotta pretty much buy a Vortrac or a Super Swamper or something like that. So the 17s are nice. You can run anything. We actually have a set of tires coming for those. That's going to be real awesome. I can't wait for that. And let's just finish this up. That's part of our collection. This is part of our Chili Bowl Freeze Out Ice Age video of the week. Trying to get, we're dealing with low views because of the time, and some of our videos could have been better because we're just snowed in. We're trying our best. I'm stuck in this little garage, but I'm still working. I run the heater. I got the heater off, so I'm getting cold, but that's that rundown of that. So Jennifer wasn't here, and I figured I just wanted to get one done while she wasn't here, and that's that. Hopefully we'll have this one running before the birds start chirping and the grass starts growing. I have a lot to do before our show. I'll drive this. This will run and drive before our show. Hopefully her truck runs and drives to the show. That's my goal for that. So I only have like 5 months to do that. And then the ramp truck, gee whiz, if we can pull this next deal off, the ramp truck's really gonna, I'm taking the motor out of the ramp truck, and I want it to drive to the show because that was my goal last year. I just ran short because of Dick Banjo. And then we got a lot of upgrades coming for Dick Banjo. So this is truck 3 of our collection. And a lot of these trucks, this truck came in on a good deal. The van came in on a trade. The C50 I built. I don't have a lot of money, so I don't spend a lot of money. I look for good deals. I wait for the right deal. I try not to buy random wore out junk, and then have something better to work with. So that's what I do, and I try to save them. I try to build up a customer base. We're not going to be building show SEMA trucks. I'm going to get you on the road, get you driving, and get you smiling. That's my goal. That's what I enjoy doing. That's what I found from building them and driving them. It's way funner to drive them than it is to work on them. So I'm trying to get them done. That's it. We'll see you on the next one. I'll get Jennifer back so you don't have to look at me. Don't mind the missing lug nuts. 2 will make it roll. It's a real solid truck. It's got scrapes and bumps and bruises. It had trim all the way down the side. We got to finish buffing that off. Stuff like this. We made it clean. We took the interior out of my blue truck and put in it. Newer carpet. Got the shifter boots done. We got to finish up. Hopefully to put a new dash pad in it. Put 2 new door panels on it. And then a bezel or gauge surround, whatever, gauge bezel. It's got a bed liner in there, so that probably saved it. And I just happened to have a tailgate laying around in my stash, which is real nice. So this should make a nice truck. The goal is family cruising, and we don't want to leave people out. So when Wyatt turns 16, 17, 18, this truck will be sitting here whenever we want to go somewhere. Maybe me and him could take a ride in it, enjoy those times together. I left the 4-speed in it because he's 15. Can he drive a 4-speed? No. Is he going to learn how to drive a 4-speed? Yes. I could have put an automatic in it. I could have put that transmission in it, and I was going to 400, 208. And I thought, man, that's too easy. Put the 4-speed in it. Put a cheap clutch in it. Let him learn how. I'm going to get Jennifer driving it. We'll get Wyatt driving it. Anyone who wants to learn how to drive a stick shift, this truck will be sitting here. We'll learn how to drive it together. If we tear the clutch out, we'll put another $300 clutch in. Wheels keep on turning. That's the fun with it. Be nice to get the AC working totally all the way someday. It's straight down this side too. It's got dinks and bumps and stuff. To me, that kind of tells the story of it. This grill and bumper, something I put on it. They're just sitting there. I got to finish them, but did it up a little bit. Rusty, not a lot. So we're going to run it, enjoy it, make it better. Maybe get a set of 1-tons under it eventually. All right, on to the next one. Come on, girl. All right, we showed you the black square bodies, so let's just stick with square bodies real quick. Everybody loves them. Well, not everybody. Ford guys probably don't love them.
Everybody loves
What we got, babe? This is one of our best trucks.
This is one of my favorites, so I said I wanted to talk about this one. This is our 1984 Chevy K30. It's a CUCV 6.2 diesel.
Yeah.
We got it sitting on 35-inch boggers.
Yep.
This baby is slow, but it goes everywhere, and I love it so much. It's one of my favorite things to drive. It's all original. And listen to how we got it. This was ridiculous because I love it so much I'd never want to get rid of it, and I didn't want it at all to begin with. We had this fun little Chevy Cat Eye that we were driving around. It was loud and fun. And some guy messaged me on Messenger and said, "Do you want to trade
Trevor Miller
for this?" And I was sitting on the couch, and Tim was sitting in his chair, and I said, "Ha! This guy wants to trade this piece of junk for our," we called it Jimmy Jack. I said, "This guy wants to trade this piece of junk for Jimmy Jack." And he said, "What?" And I showed it to him, and he goes, "Tell him I want it right now." And
I perked up.
I said, "What?" I said, "That looks like a piece of junk." He said, "That's all original." And I said, "Oh, I didn't know." Now we have it.
Well, all the mechanicals are original, but it's lifted. But the axles are the original 1 ton. Well, 1 1/4 ton.
I love it so much.
What's the max speed?
55. That's good for me. If you know me at all, you know we're good right there.
What kind of tires you got?
35-inch boggers.
Who'd you get them from?
Interco Tire Company, right there.
Yep.
This baby goes everywhere.
Yeah, I've been driving it. It probably will start today. The glow plugs are junky. I spray it, and pray it.
Yeah.
15 or 20 degrees it'll start, but I've been letting it sit. It's 1 degree. It's literally.
We're freezing our tails off doing these interviews one at a time. So.
This is it's either do this or we have no video at all.
Yeah, so we're just telling you guys about what we got. Inventory interviews.
Heater.
We've got a lot of exciting stuff going on behind the scenes we'll talk about too. So.
My heater won't even run.
No.
All right, so
this might be one of my favorites.
yeah. What happened over here, you think?
Antenna got caught on something. Somebody went under something that their antenna could not clear.
So this truck was tan at one time, and then it was camoed over the tan. That happened. I can't say it's rust free, but it's very solid.
I love it so much.
Still got a spare tire under the back. I wish I could find out where it went.
Yeah, me too. I would love to know where.
If anybody out there knows of a registry or a way to figure out where they went,
that would be great to know.
that would be awesome to know. But it's got a 3-inch cow hood or something. That was on it when we got it.
We always talk when we're driving in our vehicles about like stories about where they've been and who's been in them, and you know, like the different adventures, because we take them on adventures, so we just always wonder where they've been before. It's the fun part to think about, I think.
We filmed a big adventure in this when it quit running that day.
That was fun.
And Wildman brought us some parts, and I cut down a set of jumper cables, and whoa, that's cold.
We're still running. Yeah, I'm shivering.
Still driving. You can't rush through these. 14 wide boggers, 6-inch lift is the details, braided brake lines, 4-wheel drive, does not work. I need, still got the original military lockouts. I need a set of lockouts. But I've been driving it all over 4-wheel drive. Gosh, that's cold. That's an Arctic blast. We're coming to you from Alaska. Here's our old family truckster, 2012 Escalade 6.2. That's all you need to know about that.
Yeah.
And this is our mule. Gosh, she ain't got no socks on.
I do, but they're tiny.
Woo! This is our mule. It blows up about once a month.
Every 6 months.
So it's cold. Look at that pond. I mean, it's cold. Woo! All right, here we are at our 3rd and final square body. And this is where things get a little tricky. There's a lot of algebra going on here. I've owned this truck longer than my son's been alive, which is extreme. If anyone that knows me, I get rid of everything. But 85 K20. I got this truck. It was a cool retro looking truck, chrome on the bottom, boggers, 10 lug wheels, 10 whole wheels. I mean, I got a lot of history with this truck. It's been every size lift. It was a regular 8-foot bed, and one day I lost my mind and sold the welds off of it, sold the bed. It's got a 9.5-foot flatbed on it. So we cut the frame, got another frame, took the straight part out of that and added 15 inches. I got custom ladder bars, those are pretty sweet. Got my name in them. The transmission went out, so this is what happens. But we took the motor out and put it in Dick Banjo so we could make the build off. And then we taken the front end out to put in the van so we can have a Dana 60. We went and got that Dana 60 out of a 06 Ford Super Duty that's going to go in it. We're going to take the springs out. We're going to roll that under it. We're going to build brackets, coilovers, Cummins, stick shift, tow rig. I painted the transfer case a couple of videos ago. That's going to go in this with drive shaft built, and that will speed up clutch changes. That way I won't have to take the transfer case out, drive shafts out. I want to set this truck up to where we can run it hard, tow with it, put a gooseneck in it. We're going to lower it down just a little bit. Probably put some super swampers on it, 37s or something, semi wheels. We've done a little work to it in the past, worked on the core support. We're going to get back on it. That's it. Got a winch bumper, real clean frame. We just need to finish the body work. I had some custom steps made for it a few years back and stuff. But you're going to see a lot more of this truck because this is like my forever build. When this gets done, it's going to be like the greatest thing I've ever built, I hope. What's next?
I don't know. On to the next. It's cold out here. All right, we're next door here. Right there's our shop.
It's top secret location.
It's not. It's not a secret.
Don't tell nobody.
This is our Airbnb.
I unlocked her, so let me. Now.
Don't mind the mess.
Watch the ladder. This is the back cave. This is a whole lot more algebra right here. Looks like I'm treating it bad, but there's actually heat in here. Behold, the 8 Lug Thug. Have you ever seen it before? We've never drove it.
I've never ridden in it. You've driven it.
The most I ever drove it was at Freedom Fest.
Yeah.
Or around here.
Yeah.
So I had this truck before you two. We're showing you these vehicles to inspire you. We didn't buy any of these, like as you see them.
No.
We might have done some trading or build them. And this thing was from way back. I've been working on this for...
When we say we work on no budget, we mean no budget. We haven't bought any of this stuff. And when we show you this stuff, these are things that we've had or traded or has been built over time.
So
this is a 4-year project.
Yeah, so I put new rockers and it was rusted all the way out. There was nothing in there when I bought it. So all that's new, inner, outer. I did a real good job. It's all painted. The floors are solid, new carpet, kill mat, all through there. We filmed this stuff. If anybody ever wants to see any of these, you go back and you'll see a lot of this. We've had it painted, pinstriped. Basically, it's a 1-ton on air. It's got a 3-inch drop spindle on air, bags in the front, and then in the back, I axle flipped a 14 bolt, took the Dana 60 out, put a 14 bolt, 456, which is too much, spool, disc brakes. We got, get a little closer. Come and look by my window.
That's not what she says, but it's okay. I got your point.
All right, Boyd welding fuel tank with the Air Motive 340, dual tranny coolers, shocks up high. It'll have dual Optimas, valves for everything, dual compressors. All my race wiring is in that. I built that self-contained, aluminum drive shaft. Everything is new except for the chassis and the body. This is basically what you call a resto mod. This is the truck that I envisioned taking on like drag week or sick week or something, or cruising through the mountains.
Yeah.
I'm not experienced enough with air ride to have finally figured it all out yet. We had a major setback with this truck. It blew up on us.
Immediately.
Yeah. Yeah, I had it built, hopefully pushing like 600-700 horsepower, but we never made any and it blew up. So currently it's got a 4.8 truck engine in it with cast iron manifolds, common pipe, single turbo, aluminum radiator, aluminum intercooler, I wired it, I plumbed it, I fabbed it, I did the brakes, I did the turbo system, I did everything. We cleaned it up. We hope to maybe get some Poppy's patina on this baby.
Yeah.
But that's it. It airs up and down. Check out the shifter. Did you get a good shot of the shifter?
I don't think I did.
Those shifter balls, they peeled off immediately. It's got a real nice interior. What are these? Corbeau bucket seats. I bought those on a Black Friday sale. So I'm a tightwad. Those are like $800 seats, and I saved, and then on Black Friday they were half price.
Yeah.
So I got both seats for $800. I did overspend on the shifter, but this was like a forever truck. I started building this before YouTube. I'd always had square bodies, and I never had one of these. I paid $1,700 for this thing in the roughest condition you could ever imagine. If you followed me on Facebook, you've seen pictures of this on a trailer with the bed falling off of it. That's why there's no floor. It's just a race truck. I intend to cover this with maybe a raised floor, and then like a place for luggage or storage for where we could travel and not get our stuff wet.
Yeah, that'll be good.
And then just a truck anyone can drive. Anyone can get in it, hit the key, air it up, take off. That's what I envision, a reliable truck. And so far, it's everything but. So this is a little garage. Keep filming. This is a little garage next to my grandma and grandpa's original house. They built this house new when they moved down here on a budget. So it's been added on to. There was an original garage here and stuff. But if you ever stay in our Airbnb, this is it. This is our shop over here. And then this is where we live up there. And I grew up in this yard playing and everything.
Sammy goes, this is a sledding area.
Yep. Me and Jennifer finished remodeling the house after some other hacks had worked on it. And it's real nice. It's cozy, small. Hopefully my feet aren't dirty.
Yeah, we're going to track stuff probably, but it's okay. This is it, yeah. Nice.
I like to see what's in the fridge.
Nothing. There ain't nothing. I clean it every time.
Yeah, this is one of the most cleanest houses you'll ever be in.
Yeah, for sure. It gets cleaned nonstop. So,
if you ever want a place to stay in Waynesville, we have lots of stuff nearby. We have the Air Force Museum. There's one people, Dixie Customs, went to Brookville Roadster when they stayed.
Yeah.
I've never been there. Two bedrooms, new beds. I like how you got the beds so people don't fall out the window anymore.
Well, it was the shower, the curtains. Everybody kept pulling the curtain rods down. I kept having to change them.
This is a piece.n.grease virtual tour.
Yeah, we're just showing you what we do.
We're stir crazy. So everybody's seen inside of our shop.
Yeah.
But you could just sit here and watch us.
Look, I just replaced all the curtain rods again. See that?
But yep, so the fishing pond out back, our car shows in the back.
Behind our house.
Yeah.
You can't see the field from here, but
this place stays rented for that, but I'm just giving you a territorial.
Yeah,
idea.
our friends this year in the house, our friends Saw Customs are staying here for the week. Actually, they're coming here, and I'm so excited because she's doing a pinup contest for us.
Everybody else snoozed. Everybody ain't heard from.
It's good. It's fine.
So that's it on that. Don't use the microwave at the same time as you're making coffee.
That is the number one rule.
That's the Tim Tim of the Airbnb.
That is the number one rule.
That's the Tim Tim of the Airbnb. What else you want to say about it? We did all the work.
Yeah.
On the cabinets ourselves, so don't terrorize us. We made the countertops ourselves.
Yeah.
Finished all the plumbing.
It was a labor of love. It's been almost a year. March will be a year that we had our first guest here.
Yeah,
so.
we had some people working in it. In the bathroom, you'll notice that the bathroom might be the worst area of the house.
Yes.
And we didn't do that.
Yes.
I almost wanted to tear all the tile out and the bathtub.
And the bathtub.
Which is what we'll do. But if you ever want to come visit us, which we'll have to give you a background check first. But, these months seem pretty light.
Yeah,
winter, so
yeah. We didn't have it ready in January last year, so we didn't know what to expect this year, and we've had no one here. But who wants to come to Ohio when it's the Arctic tundra outside?
I don't even want to be here.
I don't either.
So I grew up in this house coming down. This is where I would always, I lived a mile or two up the road. And I grew up in here watching Dukes of Hazzard with my grandpa. And the news with my grandma, playing Chinese checkers and doing puzzles. It's real neat to have it still going. This is nicer than it was when they lived in it because they was raising kids and they just moved into it.
Mm-hmm.
There was like closet lights weren't even ever finished. So that's a little virtual tour of our rental house.
Yep, this is another little
And the
thing we
reason
do.
it's a rental house, we're not like landlord, we're not like landman.
No.
People rented it. All right.
Yeah, let's.
This lady stood right here.
This is true story.
These people rented it. They lived in the campground and they paid their rent on time, which was the only positive thing. So he was eligible to get the house when my grandma passed away. So they moved in here and they paid their rent. And we never had to really come inside, which means there was 4 foot of water in the basement at most times. And the lady was pretty crazy. She's passed away, so God rest her soul or whatever people say. But she would stand right here and smoke like this. And there was so much, she smoked so much that there was drips, honey drips. I've never seen nothing like it.
Of nicotine, yeah.
I've never seen such a controlled, I've been in the worst bars in America.
It was real gross.
I've been in some honky tonks, you know, and I've never seen nicotine dripping like that.
So the house, when the renovation began, was completely packed full of stuff.
Yeah.
The basement was ruined. Everything had to be redone.
Yeah.
So it took a year. It took a whole year of renovation to get it to this point. So now
Scott, the guy who I won't say his name. The guy who lived here was an alcoholic. You know, that don't have nothing to do with anything. But he just didn't take care of himself.
Of anything.
And he went to have knee surgery, and he got infected, and never he ended up in a nursing home. I mean, maybe like 50-something years old. We never seen him again.
No,
we
and
seen
then
an ambulance down here one day, and it left.
Yeah.
We never seen him again.
Yeah.
And they showed up. Family showed. He died. He passed away quick. Then the family showed up, and it took them forever to clean it out.
Mm-hmm.
And then it took me forever to clean it out.
Mm-hmm.
I had a dump trailer load after load out of here.
Yes.
If the only reason we're not trying to scare you off, when you come here, you won't believe
It's all
that.
new. Yeah. So
it's all new paint. We tore out a lot of drywall, and the basement. It's not part of the Airbnb, but it's clean.
yeah, we completely cleaned that out, and it got Kills primered, and we run humidifiers or dehumidifiers down there. Like, it's taken care of now. This place it's nice.
Yeah, got a nice little porch. It stays busy in the summer, so if you want it, better get it. So what we've got so far, we've done this. We've done most of them. We got a few left.
We've got a lot left. I'm freezing.
I keep saying it's cold. It's
Dude,
cold.
you guys have no idea. It's so
it's
dumb.
snowing in Texas, so
I know.
everybody's cold. But yeah, when it gets down to like 4, it's hard on you.
We have to keep taking little breaks.
We got the car. We got that Cadillac running.
All right.
What are we going to next?
I think let's go out there to the original 8 Lug Thug, since we just did the 8 Lug Thug truck.
Yeah. Are you filming? Are we live?
Yeah.
So this was another project from before YouTube, and I did some trading and got this car in on trade, and it was always real cool. It had perfect patina, and watch where you go.
I am.
Get ankle deep. But the frame was always junk. So here a little while back, we filmed a little bit of me putting it on. It's on a Suburban frame right now, which is the nicest it's ever been. So it's got a solid Suburban frame under it. I cut a little bit off the back. We have the front fenders. We have everything. The goal with this car is to be a flip-top funny car. Well, was I supposed to say? Yeah, I think so.
I think we talked about it.
Burnout car. This is the original 8 Lug Thug, and the reason I painted the truck 8 Lug Thug is because I never thought I would do anything with this car. I just thought it was regulated up here.
You thought it was forever yard art.
Yeah, I thought it was forever yard art. I had it looking good with a fake blower on it, and this is kind of like going to be our display. We want to get some of these pine trees taken down, and this will be our like summertime display. Like we'll have trucks up on some rocks, and we'll just have this all gravelled and stuff we built. We're just trying to be the only guys around doing this.
Yeah.
We want our stuff on display.
All right, let's keep moving. I'm freezing. Yeah. Hell yeah, let's go. We got to keep
Pontiac,
moving.
calm down. 1950 Pontiac Chieftain, if the people want to know. It's on an 89 Suburban frame, 3/4 ton. You got to just get used to the cold. So,
my face hurts.
if you ever see us, this is down low on the list. This is low on the list. But when it gets put together, it'll get slapped together for burnouts and basically protect the driver and do burnouts. That's the only two rules to this. All right, we've got into our limousine to warm up a little bit. Our Escalade limousine.
It's freezing.
We're on location still. The house is right behind us, and we're up here at the coldest area of our whole property, and this is where our hero Dick Banjo resides. If you haven't met Dick Banjo, you're getting ready to. So Dick Banjo was created off the top of my head to try to win a contest that specifically had no rules other than a budget-oriented thing. And we started just whipping things together. Creativity started flowing that I didn't really know I had, or I did know I had, but had never stopped taking the time and went through with the wild ideas, which is what you've been seeing. Everything is a product of a wild idea, and how did we end up here? So we'll give you the quick rundown. And this was our first together build. I said certain things to her. I would come home at night, literally 9 or 10 o'clock. When she'd see the headlights come up the hill, she would start cooking, whatever time it was. And I would come in a lot of times I was joking about not going to make the deadline. And then she would always try to encourage me, but then I would just hand off jobs to her. I'd be like, there's certain things I'm not going to be able to get to. Like the artwork and hanging stuff, mounting stuff, the inside, the decorations, the seat cushions. There's just certain things I can't get to. Because we was trying to be super creative and stay within our budget.
Yeah.
It was like a knickknacks budget. I'm typically against rat rods with kitchen faucets. I'm typically against them.
Not me.
But I can't say that when I own one of the wildest ones out there. So it's a 1935 Ford. We bought it off a friend of ours. I chopped the top, made my own suicide door hinges for pennies, bought latches. They need adjusted. Made my own windshield frame out of basically aluminum foil. Took some of the frame and boxed it and plated it, and you could flip around and maybe show them the ride. And basically, a lot of you have seen it. And we put an 8-foot bed, widened it. 2 axles in the back was always my plan, and my plan was to dual drive it. But as the deadline approached, the rear axle that I had installed was really just junk and a roller at that point. So 4-wheel drive works. It's got a 454 in it and a 4-speed. We've drove it reliably pretty much 9 times out of 10. We had problems one day of overheating because it had got a hole in it, and we were in the wild, and the radiator's in the back. So the best way to put water in the radiator is to stick a hose in it and let it run for 20 minutes, and then it'll be fine. But so we had problems one time, but we plan on driving it more this year. So here soon we're going to drag it into the garage, finish up some doors, finish up the inside, make it better. It's real hard to put fuel in. I don't like the way the back doors are and stuff. So we're going to do some modifications to it, but it'll still be Dick Banjo.
Oh yeah.
One of the biggest things that we've got on board this year, and this is how this came about, is there was some pictures floating around of Dick Banjo with 4 Super Swamper Interco boggers on the back and not on the front because I couldn't afford them. I just happened to have 4, and I didn't buy them because I didn't have the money. I just happened to have them. So we had them on there and it looked good. And Joey Arbogast reached out and said, sure would look good to see some Super Swamper Intercos on the front of that. Check our Blims list and stuff. We told him we're broke, man. We're just trying to build this dream. So he was trying to help us out from the beginning. And then I happened to have these tires and wheels that were on the big flatbed we showed when it was driving and everything. And I knew that I needed to get 6 of those on here. So I spent all day one day and was plasma cutting the center of the wheels out and stuff. And I got them on there and we hit it off with him. So our Interco Tire Corporation deal is strictly through Dick Banjo. And our hard work of building something that was so wild, because to build something that is different right now is almost nearly impossible.
Yeah.
Things that weren't cool were four-door cars and convertibles, but all that's coming back because things have been picked over. So really anything retro is cool right now. But if you can build something, and we have been blown away by the attention that it gets, because it will literally make time stand still when people see it coming.
It's true.
And, I mean,
it's fun.
Let's check it out.
All right, here we go.
Well, something bad's happened. There's
Oh,
antifreeze.
yeah.
I got antifreeze in it. We might have busted a radiator.
Sucky.
It's antifreeze though, right? You
Yeah,
see that.
I
But
see it.
anyways, let's not worry about that. On to the other things. So we've actually slept in here.
Yeah?
We're going to make it a little more comfortable, I think. Maybe somehow. I don't know how. Maybe enclose the back, get it to where it might hold some heat or something. I'm not sure. But the radiator's in the back, as you can see, it's blown out. That's concerning. It's leaking out of that radiator hose. It's probably froze up. So, hopefully the motor isn't ruined. But we chopped the top. I got to finish the doors. Here's an old turn signal. Sides open up and fold down. Our plan was to set some merchandise out and sell whenever we go places. I'm worried now. We don't want to bust the motor. It's cold out. I mean, there's nothing leaking under there. It's so cold out, my heater won't even work. So it's kind of built weird. It's got a 10 bolt in the front with one leaf spring. We'll probably redo some of that stuff now that we're away from the build-off rules. Long, far away. 454 Chevy, 4-speed. 38.5 boggers. We're getting ready to do a tire redo. We're going to put 4 of these on the back because I have 2 more wheels. So these 2 tires, 2 more wheels, 2 brand new more tires will go in the back. Then we're going to take 2 of the skinnies and put them on the front. And then we'll have 2 skinnies for a trailer. We're building a trailer for this. To hold more water and antifreeze. It's just kind of some knickknacks. Some of this stuff come from actually my grandpa's childhood home down in Jackson, Kentucky. Some of the traps, some of the stuff, not all of it, but some of it came from actually down there. The more you look at it, the more you see. We built it on a budget, so some of the suspension is different than you'll ever see in your whole life. And that's what makes it cool, man. That's Dick Banjo.
Controversial floor. Can't miss that. And our air ride seats.
Yeah, so the floor didn't go over too good. They didn't like the floor.
That's fine.
It's all right. But it's different. There's drive shaft safety. We've rode in it. Front drive shaft don't spin. Everything's good. You gotta be tough. I watch shows about some of my old heroes and legends. They drove way more dangerous stuff than this. But that's Dick Banjo. We're planning on taking it on a power tour this year, so we should see a lot more faces. You'll see us cruising through, check out the power tour route, and hit us up somewhere along the way.
Yes, for sure.
Are you cold?
I'm froze.
All right, we got a couple things left on our Piece.n.grease virtual tour. And this is going to be a cool one here. This is our 1940 Chevy. Start out as a 1 ton farm truck, 1.5 ton farm truck. It was real rough. There was nothing left. This door had sat open for years and was like down here. And I put a homemade. Don't look at it.
It's fine. We're working on it. We're working on it.
I made my own homemade floor. I just was building a tow truck from the beginning. That door never shut when I got it. I made it shut. I bought it at an auction for $400, and it come with a clear title. And then I had a guy on Facebook give me this frame. It's a 2001 Chevy HD frame that would have had an 8.1 liter motor in it. It's got a Cummins in it with an automatic. We're trying to work a deal to get a 5-speed for it, which is probably going to happen. And that'll really push things along because I was kind of slow to build it because of the 3-speed, no overdrive, real low gear in the back. But I did work on it, and y'all have watched me work on it. All this has been going on. We winched her truck up on there. She got 144,000 views on her ramp truck. And we got the metal here. If you remember back, we did the BMW work and ended up getting the metal. So 2 pieces are on. You just cannot work on it. We got to rip this down, finish welding. But you'll see this one out this year. Well, one way or another, this truck I've already started wiring it, tail lights, a lot of work's done. It's far along. We've been showing that a lot.
This is one of my favorites. I can't wait to be finished with this one.
So 40 Chevys aren't really that popular as far as like a 42 Chevy or a 30. There's just other years that are more popular. But we have two. Here's parts to another one.
That's what we're going to go talk about next.
Yeah.
Let's go inside where it's not much warmer.
No. Here's our little mule there we use for everything. Watch this. Treacherous.
Gee whiz, it's icy, baby.
Some of our latest content has been working on this frame, and we completely rebuilt the frame. This is for her 40 Chevy Jenny Junkin, and originally we was probably going to do a two-wheel drive, more of a lowered cruiser, but when we kind of got on board with Interco and stuff and started talking, it was like, this is more my style, so we just kind of scraped together a set of axles under it. We're using used parts, basically what we had. We went and bought all new steel from First Street Recycling, and I've already been filming for the Sunday video, so don't show nothing.
It's too late. It's too late.
But we're just doing it simple. We're getting ready to run brake. Woo! Come on in. We're getting ready to run brake lines, fuel lines, everything before we set it back on, and that's it. We didn't build the 40 ramp truck for the 40 Chevy. We just got lucky.
We did. It just worked out that way, and I love how it worked out.
Yeah. So people say, if you make a post saying like, we're going to haul this on this, people are like, why would you want to haul it, drive it? Well, we have too many, so we might have to like you haul one,
yeah,
I'll haul a couple,
yeah.
And we want to show off what we've been.
People don't think that far ahead.
There's a package up on there of brake parts. It's too cold to work, but that's what we're trying to do, is we're trying to inspire others to work on their trucks. These are all affordable things. We don't have any high-end things. We just build them.
We just build them and have fun with them and go on adventures, and we're just sharing it all with you guys. So
I want to take this truck more of an off-road adventure, not a rock climber, but an off-road adventure. Go someplace, camp, fill the bed full of cool stuff, and go do your own thing.
Yeah.
And maybe even build a couple of them and go do that.
It'd be so fun.
And that's it. Maybe the van and Jenny Junkin. We go somewhere. Go climb a hill somewhere like Don Frick.
So fun.
What else you got? That's most of our collection. We got bikes and dirt bikes and everything, but
we got a couple of project cars up there too that we didn't talk about.
We're desperate to get some content out for our faithful subscribers. We'll always do that, even no matter how low it feels. We're always making content for our faithful fans, and we'll film an ending of this in a warmer climate.
Yeah,
just kind of recap everything.
We'll take you up to the office.
This has been excruciating pain. She's about to die.
I'm quivering. This camera is quivering.
Sometimes when I see how cold she is, I draw it out a little bit more. I made my own leaf spring break.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Those look good.
The door's open.
I know, it's blowing all over me.
Yeah, so, I don't know. Let's see if this works real quick. I can't even work down here.
Nothing.
Wow,
ain't nothing working. Oh my god, I don't want it on me.
It's facing that way. That's bad. That's blood, man.
It's too cold, is what it's saying.
It's pouring out the truck. I don't know, man. That's a bad deal. Piece.n.grease is out of business, man.
Oh my god.
I don't know why it's doing that.
We're froze. We gotta go.
Go get the car.
Alright, that's gonna wrap it up for our Wednesday video. I had to think about what day it was. I know it's not your usual and there was no work involved, but it was fun. We got to show you guys a little bit of what we have. It was not fun for us because we froze to death.
That was hard work. I mean, it was hard work.
It really was. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and we got a little tour of the Airbnb. We're doing our best over here in this Arctic weather.
Yeah, I've been filming for Sunday videos, some mechanic work, so don't fret, we're coming back. Dogs see we're on camera, they think we're talking to somebody, so they want to act crazy. It's just slow time of the year for everybody. It's snowing in Panama City,
Yes,
snowing in
Darren
Mississippi.
Darren and Julie sent us a video yesterday of Julie dancing in the snow in Panama City Beach. That's insane. Don't mind the dogs hitting the camera.
Get out of here.
They just can't
So,
not be involved.
Just a little something for you to enjoy while everybody's freezing to death. This is just stuff we've built or traded for. We don't buy things. If we bought things, there would be a lot more stuff. So we work on a budget and create and keep moving forward and working on things on those vehicles that don't cost a fortune. Hopefully it all comes together at the end.
Yeah.
One piece at a time.
One piece at a time. That's how we do it. If you haven't been to our merch site, go check it out. We've got a couple different versions of t-shirts over there for you. We've got hats, we've got puzzles, we've got stickers. There's a lot more coming. We've got a lot of plans in the merchandise department this year. Our show is coming up May 16th and 17th. It's a cars and camping event for 2 days, Friday and Saturday. Make sure you come out. Vintage cars, trucks, bikes, campers, everybody come have fun with us. It's gonna be a good time.
If you came last year, we expect to see you back.
Yeah.
And we had 100 cars last year. We want 500 this year.
I think we're well on our way.
We've been talking to some. I mean, there's some stuff in the works.
Yeah.
Man. We got Jags is on board.
We've got sponsors lining up that we didn't have before, which is a big deal. And we're going to announce all of that in the Facebook event group. If you're not following along there, we have a Piece and Grease page on Facebook with the event in it.
Stop that.
And
She's a woodchuck. She's
Yeah.
over there woodchucking.
She's eating our firewood. I went live last week to give some details about the show. I'll probably do it again this week
Good.
to talk about sponsors. And, you know, we just want you guys to be there. It's going to be a great time. So
I'm just my own dogs, man. My own dogs.
they're embarrassing.
If you have good dogs, bless you.
Yeah.
Our dogs are nuts. I want more though. They're over fighting over. Now they're acting crazy because we're on camera. But
I almost brought a wiener dog home the other day.
no,
He didn't even know
there's
about
no way
that.
There's no way I'll tolerate that.
I didn't even tell him till just now.
You have to name him Dick Banjo.
All right, so hopefully this video is the right size for you guys, and we'll see you back here on Sunday.
Yep. See you
Peace and
later.
Grease.